UN climate talks have begun in the Spanish town of Madrid, with UN leaders and delegates arriving for COP25 amid dire warnings from UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres of the fast-rising perils of a global environmental challenge. Now, joining me on Skype to discuss the implication of climate change on Nigeria, especially as Lagos State struggled to stay above water during the rainy season, is a conservationist, Desmond Majekudumi. Thank you for joining us on TVC News. Now, one of the manifestations of the climate change recently, beyond the fact that Lagos State had to struggle to stay above water levels, is the recent heat wave, which has become a source of worry for a lot of persons. Talk to us about this challenge and how it is affecting Nigeria socio-economically.
Yeah, the heat wave has really devastated us in some terrible ways. A lot of the insecurity that we're facing, especially up in the northern region, is a direct result of the kind of heat wave that has been inundating that region, which has driven in the desert. And the reality is that for centuries and centuries, the people living there, the herders, had fed their crops on the grass that was growing there. There's no more grass. The desert is just coming in. Far, far, far too much heat. And also, it's a health hazard. When you have excessive heat, it aggravates all sorts of biological systems within the human body. So heat waves, big problem. But it's just a warning. It's just the alarm bell blowing. You know, when they're saying global warming, it's real. It's very, very real indeed. That's why they're having this conference. And remember, this conference is coming on the back of the European Union just 5 days ago, declaring a state of emergency on the environment.
All right, so what should we do as a country, and perhaps bring it back home now to Lagos State, to address this issue as quickly as possible?
That's a very good question. I think the first thing we should do is listen closely to the utterances by the Secretary General of the United Nations. You know, recognizing that somebody to get into that position is not a nincompoop. In fact, it's the best people of the world. The Kofi Annans of this world aspire and eventually get to that position. What did he say? He said that we are hurtling towards an unstoppable and catastrophic situation, hurtling towards something that will become unstoppable. It is serious. In fact, it's been described by many intelligent people as the biggest problem facing humanity. Oh yeah, I know we have all these other problems of dislocation here, of aggravation there. I come from this tribe, you come from this religion, food insecurity. Some people are thinking we might have to go on strike and so on. Yeah, these are problems, but they are minuscule compared to the reality of totally damaging life support systems. So we got to come into reality of what the problems are as Nigerians. We really do. And then what do we do practically? Well, the first practical thing we have to do is go green. You know, a whole lot of trees, massive trees. And our president has agreed to inspire 25 million tree planting.
All right, Desmond Majekudumi, we have to leave it at this point, but thank you for your time on this.